Innovation House China Denmark, we are a soft landing platform for Chinese companies that wants to start up in Denmark and Scandinavia. And at the same time, we're also a platform for Danish companies that are looking for entering the Chinese market, and they want to know exactly with what business model and so on. The plan is for us, we have several goals actually. The first goal for us was to get the house filled up with companies. Today we have 25 different companies in-house, and it's a mixture of Danish and Chinese businesses here. So we have actually rented out 80% of the seats. So that was the first target. The second target was to become an important hub for Danish-Chinese business and trade. We have really become that now. We are not just for the small businesses, they know about us, but also the business developers and the lawyers and who else can support a business to develop in Denmark. They know us, and we have a great cooperation also with more official institutions like the Chinese embassy in Denmark and also the Danish government. We have third target is, of course, to keep on growing and to make a success for the companies in-house. When we have a Chinese company who wants to move to Denmark, first of all, we have a great cooperation with Copenhagen Capacity and Invest in Denmark. And they often find the right companies in China and help them to find our house in Denmark. Then we will take them to a lawyer who can help them to establish the company. It's actually very easy to get you a business license in Denmark. It only takes 15 minutes and you can do it all online. But there are still some measures you need to take, and you need to open a bank account. For that reason, you also need a lawyer. And then once they have moved in here, we help them to discuss the business development plan that they have. Very often a company are used to going abroad and they have some certain idea of how they want to do it in Denmark. And we will discuss that development plan together with them and see if we can somehow help them to approach the market in a more efficient way, if we can see that they need some more know-how. It might also be that the go-to-market strategy is something that we will challenge. It could also be that the products need some European fitting. It could be size, it could be color, it could also be the time for launching it and so on that should fit into the European way of doing it. And another important aspect is that of the business culture. Because all the legal aspects is of course important to get hold of, but also the business culture, to get to understand how the Danes are acting and interacting with you when you want to set up meetings and do business. So we also help the companies here to get used to the Danish business culture. We run some workshops and explain to them what are the main differences. And there are also some nice similarities between Denmark and China, so we also show them what that is. For example, we have like the humor, the sense of humor is very much alike between Denmark and China. So very often if you can find a humorous way to behave in a more soft and light way, then it will make you go easy into the market.